Yo, what's up? PTR update is live. Let's take a look at the new unit. She has an HP lead. I already see what her multiplier is from Daddy Free to Play's thumbnail. But yeah, that miss rate up is crazy. Yeah, her S1 has a 30% chance, 30% attack scaling and 5% HP scaling with 100% chance to trigger a attack down. Her S2 attacks one enemy 4 times. Damage per hit is equals to 15% of attack and 2.5% of max HP. Each hit has a 30% chance of inflicting minus 10% AP and heals the lowest HP ally by 8%. So 8 times 4, that's 32%. Each hit grants the ally 10% AP on a 4-turn cooldown. Okay, this is the massive one. Gains Dream Bubble for 2 turns, grants all allies defense up for and shield for 2 turns. Shield strength is equals to 60% of her max HP. This is fucking crazy. She's now the best shield unit in the game. Yeah, Laura is just 25% of her max HP. And Abigail is just 13% of her max HP and 25% of target's lost HP. She provides 60%, that's insane. Only second to Uday, but Uday is single target while hers is AoE. And when you take a look at this one, Dream Bubble, Undispellable Incapacitated, immune to controls all enemies miss rate but plus 25%. That is so cancer. Heals an ally when they take a hit, healing 10% of max HP. When an ally falls, revives and heal them. Healing equals to 50% of their max HP. Triggers once per turn, and this effect ends. So this is actually pretty crazy. She is actually the highest scaling revive unit in the game, and what I mean by that is this part. When an ally falls, revives and heals them by 50% of their max HP. This part, when you revive and heal, is not affected by PvP healing decay. So when she revives, she will always revive at 50% HP, and that is the biggest in the game. Abigail is only 10%, but she gives absorb. But if the healing is 0, she will revive with 10%, but the ally cannot lifesteal because absorb is part of healing. And then we have Cecilia, which is only 15% of max HP when she revives. So Lauren is the second highest revive Esper, because now when you ascend her, heals one ally, healing equals to 10% of their max HP, can revive a fallen ally, gains 1 turn. When she revives, she will revive with a 30% HP, or sorry, 20% HP. And why this is big is because she revives with a 50% HP and it's on a 4-turn cooldown, and she gains an instant turn. But unfortunately, in my opinion, she is an R6 or bust. Her R2 is okay. Actually, her R2 is the bare minimum. You don't want to summon just for her R0. You want her R2 or you don't summon at all. But she's an R6 unit because if you don't have this protective Dream Bubble at the start of turn, you can basically just get cleave or control to death, right? But this one, 25% is massive. In Summoner's War, there is a unit called Molly. That unit gives, I think it was 15 or 20% of glancing or miss rate up for Summoner's War, and that is a pesky, annoying as fuck unit to deal with because your speed cleave team is now unreliable. Your win rate is going to average out at 80% when you're going up against that Molly, and it's going to be the same thing with Lian, because when you miss, you don't do any damage. You don't crit, you don't proc Ashley's passive, you don't do critical damage, whatever, right? Let's do a little bit of showcase with her. I want to see if this is healing 10% of her max HP or individual max HP. Right now I have 22k on Unas and I have about 30k on her. 4616, go ahead and attack Unas, please. Oh wait, what the fuck? Wait, she heals for 10% of her max HP. That's pretty cracked. If you have her R6, but again, once again, she will only be a speed cleave counter if you have her R6. If you have her R6 and have like 80,000 k HP, she's gonna heal 8k for every hit that your allies take. That's pretty crazy. Okay, Now I'm going to show you the main problem of Lian, which is going to be once her S3 ends, she will take an entire turn before she can do anything else. Yeah, she went out of the incapacitation, but she didn't get the turn. So you have one whole turn of doing nothing. I couldn't even get the turn to use her S2 or whatever, because she was incapacitated when she took the turn, because she had the buff. And then once you get your turn again, you can finally use your skills, right? Boom. So yeah, that's the main problem of Lian. She's going to have the same problem as Sally, which is wasting one whole turn to get out of the incapacitation effect. Whenever they get the turn when the buff is at one turn, the buff will end, and then because they're incapacitated during their turn, they will not be able to do anything during that turn. So one turn on Sally, and boom, she didn't do anything on her turn. So yeah, that entire turn is wasted. Her sweet harvest ends. You wasted one whole turn to get back her turn before you can actually do something, right? So that's one thing you should look into when you're planning to summon for Lian, right? The reason why I don't use Ggez anymore against Ahmed Hyde is because of miss rate up. It's not reliable, and it's better to just use a Narmer so that you don't miss, right? But with the addition of Lian, her R6 gives 25% to all enemies, and you can't do anything about it. You can remove the buff because it's a golden rim buff, so you just have to deal with it. The only unit in the game that doesn't miss is Tricky. Now all shimmers will be able to miss, which is going to be massive. Your Nusi on average is going to miss 1 out of the 4 hits that she does. Your Ggez is probably gonna miss. Your any other DPS or any other unit is going to miss. So yeah, unless you're a whale and you can R6 her, then you go ahead. But for me, I'm just gonna fully skip her. Alright, yeah, that's about it. Ciao.